What's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to another edition of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. We're going to continue the British invasion by going over a very unique series today, and that is the Queen's Beast Silver and Gold series. This one came out in 2016, went right through 2021. So we're going to do a quick tour of England, and we're going to do a quick tour of the statues themselves, and we're going to go over the history of each one of them. Let's get ready to roll. Okay, some quick facts about the statues themselves. At the coronation of Queen Elizabeth in 1953, there were 10 heraldic beasts standing guard. These were originally sculpted by James Woodford for the coronation ceremony held in Westminster Abbey. Each statue stands about 6 feet tall, and each heraldic creature symbolized the various strands of royal ancestry brought together by the woman about to be crowned queen. Each beast was used as a heraldic badge by generations that went before her, and they were inspired by the King's Beasts of Henry VIII. These still line the bridge over the moat at his Hampton Court Palace in the London borough of Richmond upon Thames. Today, the Queen's Beast can be found at the Canadian Museum of History in Quebec, while Portland stone replicas, also carved by James Woodford, are found at the Kew Gardens in the United Kingdom. The original statues only had paint on the shields, but they're now completely painted. This series was the first ever 2-ounce bullion issued by the Royal Mint, and it began in 2016 with the Lion of England, available in 2-ounce and 10-ounce in silver and 1-ounce in gold. If you look on the coin where the Queen is, you'll see Elizabeth II DG REG FD. If you've ever wondered what that is, that's actually a Latin abbreviation of Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen Defender of the Faith. All these coins were designed front and back by Jody Clark, an engraver who joined the Royal Mint in 2012. Alright, so issue number 1 was in 2016, and it is the Lion of England. This is the first in the series, and the shield bottom is the UK's Royal Coat of Arms. The Lion of England is the crown golden lion, and it's been part of the royal arms since the reign of Edward IV, who ruled from 1461 to 1483. The shield shows the arms of the United Kingdom as they've been since basically Queen Victoria's accession in 1837. In the first and last quarters of the shield, you see the Lion of England, and then in the other two, you see one, the Treasure Border of Scotland and its lion, and the other one is the Harp of Ireland to make up the complete shield. Issue number 2 was in 2017, and it is the Griffin of Edward III. This beast is an ancient mythical one, and it was considered a beneficial creature. It signified courage and strength combined with guardianship, vigilance, swiftness, and keen vision. It was closely associated with Edward III, who engraved it on his own private seal. The shield shows the round tower of Windsor Castle where Edward III was born, and the royal standard flying from the turret, enclosed by 2 branches of oak surmounted by the royal crown. Number 3, 2017, the Red Dragon of Wales. This one is my personal favorite because, let's face it, when we're talking about days of old in England, who doesn't love dragons? This is awesome. The Red Dragon was a badge used by Owen Tudor, whose grandson Henry VII, I believe, also used it. The dragon holds a shield bearing a lion in each quarter, and this was the coat of arms of Llewellyn ap Gruffudd, the last native prince of Wales. The 4th issue in 2019 is the Black Bull of Clarence. The Black Bull descended to the Queen through Edward IV, and his shield shows the royal arms as they were borne by Edward IV and his brother Richard III, as well as all the sovereigns of the houses of Lancaster and Tudor. Issue number 5 came out in 2019, and this is my second favorite of the series. It's the Unicorn of Scotland. So from the end of the 16th century, 2 unicorns were adopted as supporters of the Scottish royal arms. In 1603, the Crown of England passed to James VI of Scotland, who then became James I of England. I almost said James I. It's James I. The unicorn holds a shield showing the royal arms of Scotland, and that's that treasure and lion that you saw earlier. Issue number 6 is from 2019, and it's the YALE of Beaufort. Now, this is another mythical beast. The Yale didn't actually exist, but it supposedly was white and covered with gold spots, and it was able to swivel each of its horns independently, so quite a story there. The Yale descended to the Queen through King Henry VII, who inherited from his mother, Lady Margaret Beaufort. The shield shows a portcullis surmounted by a royal crown, and the portcullis was a Beaufort badge, but it was used both crowned and uncrowned by Henry VII. Number 7 came out in 2019, and it's the Falcon of the Plantagenets. Plantagenets was a family name. So the Falcon was first used by Edward III of the House of Plantagenet as his own personal badge. It then descended to Edward IV, who took it as his badge, with the Falcon standing within an open fetterlock. This fetterlock was originally closed, but the slightly open fetterlock is supposed to refer to the struggle Edward IV had to obtain the throne. Basically, the story goes he forced the lock and won the throne. Number 8 was issued in 2020, and it's the White Lion of Mortimer. The White Lion of Mortimer descended to the Queen through Edward IV from Anne de Mortimer. The shield shows a white rose encircled by a golden sun, known heraldically as a white rose and soleil, which is really a combination of two distinct badges. Both of these appear on the great seals of Edward IV and Richard III, and were used by George VI when Duke of York. Unlike the Lion of England, this beast is uncrowned. Number 9 was issued in 2020, and it's the White Horse of Hanover. The White Horse of Hanover was introduced into the royal arms in 1714, when the great crown of Great Britain passed to the Elector George of Hanover. This grandson of Elizabeth Stuart, who was the sister of King Charles I, became George I, King of Great Britain and Ireland. The shield shows the leopards of England and the lion of Scotland in the first quarter, while the fleur-de-lis of France in the second, that was brought into the royal arms of England by King Edward II, and the Irish harp is in the third quarter. The fourth quarter shows the arms of Hanover. And the last beast in the series is issue number 10, and it came out in 2020. This is the White Greyhound of Richmond. The White Greyhound of Richmond was a badge used by John of Gaunt, who was the first Duke of Lancaster, the Earl of Richmond, and the third son of King Edward III. Sounds like he's being introduced in a boxing match with all these titles. This was also used by his son, King Henry IV, and especially by King Henry VII. The Tudor double rose can be seen on the shield, one rose within another, surmounted by a crown, and it symbolizes the union of the two cadet houses of Plantagenet, which were, first one, the House of York, and the second one was the House of Lancaster. I don't know how everybody kept up with these titles back in the day, because it's confusing the heck out of me. Alright, issue number 11, just when you thought it was over. The Royal Mint decided they would issue one last coin to kind of commemorate the series and bring it all together. This has got all the beasts on one coin. Basically, this one came out in April of 2021, and you can find it in silver and gold. These are going to cost you if you want one. Right now, as of May going into June of 2021, average prices are going for $350 to $400 for the silver, and the gold one is averaging anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 plus. So these are definitely going to cost you if you didn't get it early on. One note about the silver: there's already fakes out there. Okay, so be really careful about what you're buying. If the price seems too good to be true, it probably is, but there are fakes of the silver coin already out. So be very careful and buy from legitimate dealers. Alright, well that's going to be a wrap for this video. As always, I appreciate you stopping by and checking things out. Give us a like if you liked the video. Leave us a comment. If there's something you liked, let me know. If there's something you didn't like, let me know. If there's something you'd like to see in the future, let me know. But again, thanks for stopping by, and hope you guys have a great week ahead, and we'll see you next time.